Hi guys, this is a sick Walter and a not sick Tiki.
And we're back.
Don't hand me any drugs, I don't take pills.
And we're back. And we're back.
Although guys, if I'm perfectly honest, like one Miss Wendy Williams, I don't feel like...
What make you say her?
Because she's honest. I don't feel like I should be back because I really feel awful, guys. Like, I don't know what happened. I walked somewhere today and it was cold outside. And I thought I felt fine until I got back in the warmth. And then pneumonia struck.
That's what happened when you had Munchausen. Can I get the lighter?
So if I don't make it to see spring, it wasn't my fault, guys. The Lord called me home.
Listen.
Amen.
Stop talking crazy.
Hallelujah.
So, we're back.
You said that already?
It's been a while, and we should be ashamed of ourselves.
Has it been a while?
Yes, it really has been. And we should be ashamed of ourselves, like I just said. And I am ashamed.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take that pill you was offering. Let's get it.
No, don't try to take it now. Cause
I need the 800. Oh, no, I don't.
I ain't got no 800.
This cold got the audacity to try to get me. Where's that good stuff?
I don't got no syrup either.
Don't play. I'm sick and I need it. I ain't took it the whole time.
You are not taking it for...
I ain't took it the whole time. You got me, child. The whole time I ain't never asked for none of it. I need it now. I don't feel well.
You taking NyQuil.
Don't tell my business to these listeners.
And you're taking it and you're not taking it.
Years ago. Years ago. That don't have anything to do with right now. I need a cap for I'm sick. So, open up the NyQuil and give me a dollop.
No, listen.
Oh, I will shut this shit down if I don't get my medicine. Listen, I don't feel good.
I gotta tell everybody.
All my skin hurt, guys. She talking about dumb stuff. Y'all don't even care about it.
Was found. I think I told y'all that in the last one. I have been having some crazy episodes, guys, and I don't know. Like, I've been able to lose it really good, really well. And it's just becoming to the point where all I want to do is sleep so I can lose it. Is that bad?
Yeah, some would say that's depression, which I will not allow you to put down on no lucid. It's because you are sick.
It's not because I'm sick.
Because you rather be sleeping.
It don't have nothing to do with sick.
It damn sure don't got nothing to do with no lucid people. People drink lucids every day. Still, they want to wake up and live their normal life. If you feel as though you need to sleep to lucid something happier,
no, let me tell you.
That means you ain't happy.
No, I am happy. I'm lucid in these weird dreams. Okay. The first dream I had, this was like...
Can you open this for me, mommy? I can't open it. These people know who I am. And don't touch that button. They know who I am. And I need you to
you're doing too much.
I'm weak. Like,
I don't even want to do it now. I don't want to do it now.
These people can't hear what kind of mother you are. They can hear it.
No, you always do this. You always do this. It's Munchausen disease.
I know. I'm sick. I am sick. If I wasn't sick, you know how hard it is for me.
Come on. I don't want to hear that. Like, it's something always ailing you. You just like her.
That's 1,000 lies.
It's just like her. Like, you
put it on your life.
I don't know.
Exactly.
What?
Because you know, put it
on my life that you always, yes, recently you always been sick.
Because I'm sick.
Just all week and week and week and week and week. And don't drink that a lot. I would not go on until I see you. Can you go ahead? That was all?
Mm-hmm.
You took a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sleep down. Don't sleep
I know how to handle my sins.
Whatever. So,
I'm about to ride the wave.
That's not funny. You took too much?
Mm-mm. I took just enough. If you don't enjoy that flavor, you're not living. Okay.
I should have gave you the that thing.
No, you shouldn't. I ain't no child.
It don't matter. It's the correct dosage.
No, that's for babies.
Anyway, so like I said, people, the last it all started about. This started really when my son was missing, and like the first time it was really crazy because I had a dream. He was in the woods somewhere, and I kept hearing him call me, and I kept like shimmering, almost like on True Blood. So I'm shimmering, trying to find him through the woods.
Shimmering. That is actually Charmed. For those listeners who are familiar, what I think you mean is you were blur running. Okay, shimmering is when you.
Yeah, it was like really fast, like a vampire.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm through the woods doing that.
And I'm not even sure that the term is blur running, so excuse my sass.
So anyway, I'm zipping through the woods.
That's the better word.
And
zipping.
I'm just hearing him call me. I can't get no closer to him because
and wasn't nowhere near the woods, guys.
And it was like he was just calling me, and I'm trying to get to him. So I'm getting to the edge of the cliff, right?
A cliff?
Yes, it's like I'm running through the woods, and then I run to the edge of a cliff.
Did you realize you was dreaming? Because you know damn well you don't know.
Now, and the crazy part is, I got to the edge of the cliff, and I said, "Oh my God, it's a cliff. Do I jump the cliff or do I just fall? I'm ready to wake up." So I just allowed myself to fall off the edge of the cliff, knowing darn well they say when you hit the ground you die. When I hit the ground, I woke up.
As I told you, you would.
So that contradicts how
I never believed that nonsense. Throw myself off of the Empire State Building. That was a ride. Could do.
So the second dream.
My whole front vibrated.
It's now when he came back, I didn't have no more lucid dreams till he came back. Then when he came back, I had another one where I was in the mall. It was almost like Dawn of the Dead.
Now that's a nice dream.
When we was in the mall, yes, and the mall gets shut down because it's a tornado. So we in the mall as they shutting everything down. So certain people, like it wasn't a lot of people in the mall anyway.
They ain't had no basement. That is dangerous in a mall.
It was us.
For a tornado to hit?
In the whole mall. It was just me and my family in the whole mall.
And we ain't cut up?
Yeah. Let me tell you, we went to the GameStop. Talia went to where that place at? Where the music is at? Spence, I don't know, not Spencer. She went to wherever that music plays. Yeah, she went there and went off. And you went to GameStop with Makai.
Yes,
y'all in GameStop playing all sorts of games. I walked past y'all with pizza. Actually, I ride y'all past y'all with the pizza. You know them machines, not that scooter, but it's for adults almost with the 2-wheeler. Yeah. And I'm just going through the mall on that.
The security rider.
Yeah.
That from Mall Cop Bart.
Yeah, and I'm just riding through the mall on that.
Fart.
With pizza, and I'm just throwing y'all the pizza and y'all catching it like dogs.
What the hell?
I don't know what the fuck that was about, but
let me tell you right now, in reality, don't ever throw no slice at me and expect me to catch it like some.
No, it wasn't no slice, and that's the crazy part. It was the whole pizza.
Okay, what?
It was the whole pizza
in the box.
No, I slung it out the pizza, and it did not fall apart. It stayed, like it was almost like a frisbee, and y'all caught it, and I was like, right. And then I rode past. I kept coming back with all this food.
That's ridiculous.
Just eating. Just eating all this food and junk food that I wanted to eat at the mall. So
you'll find that that's gonna become an oeuvre.
So
all your dreams. That's how they're gonna work out. That's the type of dreams you want to have.
So I couldn't. Somebody was calling me at the end of the hall, and I was riding to the end of the hall, and I just woke up. I was so mad about that. And then another one. This is kind of crazy. This was like I was in a house, and I don't know who. I've never seen this house before, but people that I know was there. It was like a neighborhood, but it wasn't Rosegate. It was a whole different neighborhood, but with like bigger houses. Their houses had like them up roofs where it's like an attic, so it has like a point.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That type of house. So I'm in there, and my mom in there. Oh. You there, and we was in the kitchen, and we was talking about something, and all of a sudden the front door flew open, and this lady was just standing there. Her hair was all wild, and like she was dark, real dark, and I was like
skin complexion.
Yeah, oh. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, who are you? Like, and before I could talk, she glided into the kitchen. She didn't even walk. She glided straight into the kitchen. And she sat down, and she was asking me all these questions. And she was like, why are you in my house? And I was like, but I'm looking at y'all for, like, confirmation. Like, what is going on? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all don't see her. Me and this lady just having a whole conversation while you and my mom staring at me like I'm crazy.
Where was the house?
It was in Delaware.
Would you remember the house if you saw it again? Okay, good. You keep that in the back of your head because that's a haunted house and that's a big association. We can't move there.
So she chasing me. She started just chasing me.
See
Now
that?
I'm running through this alley. It's like it turns into like I go into the backyard and I'm running out the back door, so it turns into like an alley. So
As
now
they do.
the alley is dark. And I'm running down the alley and trash cans and stuff falling all over, like basically in my way, and I'm hopping them like Pac-Man. It's almost like Mario, man. I'm telling you. And she's on my ass.
As they will be.
I turn around and I say stop, and she stopped in mid tracks, right? And I said, "Oh my God, I got the power."
Okay.
In my mind, I'm stuck because I'm losing it, so I'm
powerful?
like, "Oh my God." And I was like, I wonder, okay, how do you shoot them fireballs? So I'm doing this, I'm flicking my hand, nothing is happening.
Nothing happening. It's
now,
so embarrassing.
Then all of a sudden, I just went all the way back and I just started throwing these bowling balls at her.
See?
These
Goofy
bowling
shit.
balls was just coming out of my hands.
Goofy
and they were hitting her, and they was just like on
Goofy shit.
cartoons, like when it hits your stomach, when they fly up against the
See,
wall.
that's what you need. You're that type of mindset. You have to go with the way your mind works. Of course, it was going to be magic for me. That consumes my mind. Okay?
Wow.
Fantasy world, high fantasy. That's where my dreams take me. I
fantasy.
can't wait till I pass away and dream eternal.
Wow. I'm done. Like, I can't with you no more.
He was tossing bowling balls. Girl, it would have been my dream that person would have ate them bowling balls and kept coming.
Now, let me tell you, then we get to this part of the game. Because that's what we playing. We playing the whole game. So we get to this. All of a sudden, I'm running out the alley and I end up in this field, and it was so green.
It's just the landscape just switch up every time you go somewhere.
And the grass was so green, and I just start skipping, and I notice I'm skipping, and I'm just gliding.
Yep.
So I'm up in the air.
That's
I'm like, okay, and she's all the way down on the ground.
See that?
And I'm waving at her,
teasing,
and she mad. You can tell she's trying like her hardest to do all this stuff. Like she twisting and turning. She is angry.
Okay.
So I fly into the Wizard of Oz. Yo, why am I sitting in front of a scarecrow, a tin man,
I'd have woke up. Y'all
Dorothy, and the Cowardly Lion?
I'd have felt like
and
that.
I said, what is going on? And they was like, we trying to get to Oz. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, I'm talking to them in this day and time. They don't know what's going on with me.
Okay.
And I was like, if you please don't take them pigtails out your head. They need to do a reboot of Wizard of Oz in this day and time. What are you doing?
Okay.
You do not have any heart. I was just telling them how I felt. It don't matter. You are made of tin. Whatever, look, he can give you this fake ass heart and it's not going to beat. You know? You just have to live your life like that. So
like,
we
get
just
over it, honey. You're 10.
Yes, we just sitting there having a whole conversation. And then I wake up.
The Cowardly Lion, he actually had courage. He's a lion at the end of the day.
So I go back to sleep another night.
And Dorothy was that.
And I have this dream where I'm floating on a cloud. And I'm just floating on a cloud looking at all my dead relatives. Let me tell you. I'm on the cloud and I'm waving to my dad. He's not, no, it's like almost like I'm on a cloud floating by them.
And they can't see.
And they can see me. They can just wave because that's all we were doing. We're just waving. And I'm waving. So I keep waving. Next thing you know, I'm Martin Luther King. I'm waving. Coretta Scott King. I'm waving. Rosa Parks. I'm waving. Like everybody that I wanted to see. Malcolm X. I'm waving. Then I get to Sunny. So I stand up on the cloud and I swoop down through the cloud. So I fall. And when I fall, I land in the bed, right? So I thought I woke up. So I was like, oh, they knew to wake me up. For they didn't know what I was planning to do. Next thing you know, you sit up and you say, Mommy, you thirsty? And I said, yeah. And you was like, good. You just turned into a whole commercial. Like a commercial. Do you hear me?
I love dreams.
It was like a commercial. Like you were talking about lemonade. And you handed me the bottle of lemonade. And it was so good.
I know I crushed that.
It was so good. It was so cold. And it was so good. And I was drinking.
Try a refreshing.
Then I had to go to the
fizzy
bathroom.
lemon.
So you know you get that feeling when you great pig.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew it was going to be that type of dream. You ain't going to trick me. I woke up. because I had went to the bathroom, so I knew it was going to happen. I said, "Oh no, you trying to play me in the lucid?" I woke up.
That's what you supposed to do.
And then one night the witch was riding my back, right, and I was talking. She was talking. This time I knew I was hearing it in my mind. Like I had fell asleep and I don't know what happened. I think had just got done watching a funeral because sometimes I'd be morbid like that. And I had watched it on YouTube and I went to sleep. And I think I had fell asleep on my side or my back straight up because I was going to sleep the way I want to. Next thing you know, I felt it at my feet. I thought I was going to lucid. So it got up to around about my chest and it wasn't giving me my lucid feeling. Where I'm going to start luciding.
Right.
It started feeling like pressure.
Intense.
Yes, and then I'm hearing laughing. Like in my mind, in the back, like I know I heard laughing.
Trust yourself.
Yes, and I'm like, what? No, is this how the lucid grade starts? I'm thinking in my head, so I'm trying to move. And then I just hear all this laughing and kikiing, and it's not funny.
It's demonic.
It was demonic, and I was trying to move, and I knew she was there, but I couldn't hear. I swear it sounded like a witch just cackling, and I was trying to move, and then I just settled. I said, I'm not about to do this with you.
I'm not going to debate.
Yeah, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. And I kept telling myself, I kept saying, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. And then the more I said it, like my chest started to like let up. It wasn't so tight. And I was like, whew, God.
The more you start to get better with lucid dreams, that nonsense will stop, period. Okay?
Will it?
I don't think Jesus, I don't call you, you're going to get off of me. And that's of my own volition. I don't invite you to touch my body.
You don't? You don't play that, huh?
Save for that last experience, which we talked about the last time. But that's neither here nor there.
I don't have no more with my daughter telling me about this,
the doggy demon.
Remember I was telling you guys about the demon that my daughter seen?
The fur.
So she had actually told me that she was talking to Derek, and he had said he seen the same thing. And he said every time he get drunk, he see the same person with red eyes. The same thing Miracle said, the same thing Premier said, and he said every time he get drunk, he said it's almost like it's peering in the room.
My God, that just brought shivers all over my body. I'm going to say this out loud because we in here and I feel a bit nervous, and whenever that happens, I feel like I got to check my aura. I better not see nothing, especially when I'm sick. Nobody will have this house, and none of us will be happy. And I mean that. You can believe that more than you believe in hate. I'm not fucking around. I'm not with it. Peering at me. I'm not into that. That type of stuff scares me.
Why you even letting it be known?
Because I want you to scare me. And then you'll be scared at my reaction. Okay? I'm not a child and I'm not an alcoholic. Okay, I got all my sins.
Why would you even put it in the atmosphere
Because I'm sober and I'm not a child. Boom.
Oh, well.
So you can come this way. We already had this debate that night. You know who you're dealing with, brother.
I think it's real crazy that I don't want to see nothing.
Yeah, me either. And that's what I be saying about you staying down here by yourself in the dark.
I love it.
I be feeling like you want to scream, and I'm not coming.
I'm a dark person. I don't think, you know what they say? Like, I feel almost like the girl on Beetlejuice.
And that's the sad part. That's the people they feed on. They love that. And he said, look at her. A permanent food source that ain't afraid to sit in the spot where the food is served. You just bold.
I just can't. I've always been like that. Remember how when we used to live in North Carolina, how it would be dark but the stars? I always loved that about that house. Where
I'm really not on that. I can't believe he told her he's seen the same thing. That's an adult.
Y'all ask her. Ask her. She won't tell you.
Oh my God. Why is it well, it should do that to him. Put down the bottle. You need help. That's the Lord our God trying to reach out a hand to you.
Wow.
He is. Sometimes, all demons have to have permission from the Lord before they do anything to you.
Taking my ibuprofen, people. I don't want them to be like, ooh, they just be over there popping all sorts.
Okay. People sick. That's
No.
But that night when she said it tried to touch her and it fell back, because you can get permission to do certain stuff. Like, you can get permission to frighten us. Sometimes they get permission to be able to touch you, but if they don't have permission, you can't put your hand on them. And I don't feel like my God would give you permission to do that.
I don't think that he would, because I think, like, my episode when I saw the Shadow Man,
he know. I can't bear it.
It's as much as he think you can put or you can bear. And he knew, like, I was scared, and mentally he heard me, so it didn't matter, because at the end of the day, when he did come, the first thing I called was Jesus.
They
so
know.
It wasn't really no point in you really being there.
Yeah, it's
because as fast as I could, because when I gathered my thoughts and realized what I'm actually looking at, that's the first thing I called.
I was a child. I didn't learn how to do that until I was a teenager.
What was that?
One time, that was her making that noise.
Oh.
One time he was like 13. I told you about that episode in the room where the door was sliding open. And I said, oh, baby, no. I'm going to turn around in the name of Jesus and watch this movie.
Right.
And it shut right on back.
And that's the thing.
I'm not playing. I don't got time to be afraid.
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of fear.
I don't
have you ever had
control.
Have you ever had it sneak up on you, that fear? And like it stabilize your ass, you can't move?
Yeah,
I tell you.
I'm not going to lie. I've been down here, like, I've been in my room a couple times, and it'd be like certain movements I'll hear over my headphones, because most of the time I'm listening to my music anyway.
Yeah.
So, but I'll hear it over my headphones, or sometimes I'll get like a fear, like a shiver, where it just get cold all of a sudden. So I'm just like, and then it gets colder. So I start feeding off of it, because I'm like, why is it so cold in here? Now it's just amping me up, and I feel agitated. But most of the time, I just keep on listening to my music. I don't really feed into it.
No, it got to hit me like it did that time when you was out there in the car with Pearl. And one,
you said you was going to do the bomb.
And you was in the car with Pearl. As soon as y'all left out of there, I tell you, I was sitting there for a little bit. Everything was fine. I wasn't tripping or none of that, so I know I'm not crazy. I was sitting there for a while. That's back when she had got rid of the TV in the living room. So I was just sitting there. I don't know what the hell made me sit down. You know, I don't ever sit down in that living room and just sitting there.
Right.
With nothing to do. I ain't had a book or nothing. I'm just sitting there like, and you know how you drop into that focus that we do? I don't even know. I think that's really what it is. I think it's really a focus that this family drop into, because I've seen a bunch of us do it. And it looked kind of slow. Like you kind of, you know, mentally challenged. It makes you look
like, no, it just actually looks like you're off daydreaming.
Daydreaming, but bad
you
because
could
your
do
mouth
it around
is open.
People. It's just like almost you're just like,
and it don't matter
caught
who you're
in
around.
The moment, for real, for real.
It could happen. You could be in a room full of people, and your friends could be talking to you, and you look off and just stand there. I think that's a place that we going into, and if we could learn how to trigger that on command, that would help like us to be able to see stuff.
I have done that. I remember that happened to me one time in school, but I was so scared. And you know what's crazy? I told my mom, and I think that's the first time I had told Dr. Jones, my therapist, and he made it seem like I didn't see what I saw. So then telling my mom, I saw, I was in school, and you know how they said in Caldwick that somebody got killed in the back part? I remember.
It's still blood back there.
It is.
On the wall, on the brick.
It is on that brick wall. And they never could get it off.
It don't come off. The teacher even told me.
You see the handprint and the blood.
Because I said, this paint, because I remember when you told me that story. I was not the one. I'm Harriet Spy. I had to go see for my own eyes, and we never had recess out back like that, because you know it was connected to Leach.
So I gotta give it a little backstory. So what we talking about right now is my elementary school, but he ended up going to the same school that I went to as a child. It's Caldwick Elementary School, and it was a story that this boy named Billy, I believe that was his name, Billy.
That's what I heard as well.
Had got stuck, kidnapped or something, and somebody it's like these houses.
It was.
Yeah, I heard it was these houses that was in the back, You know them houses that was like, okay, when you out in field day in the back where it is,
Yeah,
you know them houses that's beyond them bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was somebody that was some crazy man that was hiding there, and he had kidnapped him and took him in there. I don't know, but you know how stories change throughout the years.
I heard it was a janitor who had lost his damn mind.
And either
and he
way,
snapped and grabbed one of the boys from the place and killed him back there.
No, see, I heard that he was lured back there and he ended up getting killed.
Either way, every piece of every myth has a piece of truth in it. And with my own eyes, I saw that handprint.
Yeah, and it's like outside by the door, it's on a brick wall. The door is now closed down. It was always closed when we were there, but you still knew the story, but you still see the handprint. That's right there of the little boy's handprint with blood, and it. I don't care. They said they painted over it. They tried to wash it away. It never went away. Back. So I remember this one time. I think I had skipped school. That's when I had went out that back door.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was ready to go. That's when I used to be.
That's too old. I never left.
Yes, I walked out of the elementary school building.
To go where?
I wanted to go home. Cause by that time, like, I don't know what it was. I think I was either, I don't know. I just wanted to go. I
hated being left at that house by myself when mom would be at work if I was sick. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was tolerable.
Seriously?
But you knew damn well you wasn't in that house alone, even when you was alone.
So, like I was saying.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like you went
from sitting downstairs, you can hear somebody walking around in mom room.
Yeah. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. So when I went to go out of the back door of the school, the whole thing changed right before my eyes.
You know you good for that shit. You know what that is?
I bullshit you not.
It's that clairvoyance. It's clear seeing. See, I would have felt something.
No, I hated this. This creeped me out. I took my ass back in that school building. It was meant for me to see that because right there was like almost like everything became older, and like the bushes was higher, the trees was different.
Took you back in time.
It took me back, and then I could hear like almost like moaning and like crying, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? And I'm just staring straight. I'm not even trying to see on the sides of me because I can feel energy, and I'm just staring over there like, where did the whole house is? Why does it look different back here? It was almost like you couldn't even see Leech. Not the parking lot, nothing. Yeah. It was like everything was so different, like it was back in the day, olden time. So I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? And then I hear like feet coming, running toward me. I hurried up and went on back in that school and went my ass to class. I knew never to go back out there again. I was so creeped out.
Mine was the bathroom on the second floor. No, the bathroom on the bottom floor of McCullough. You know how you go through McCullough's doors and you can go either right or left? Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the bathroom that's left. All the way down on the side that people barely go to. They might have used it more when you was younger. But I'm talking about... I'm buying that. You know how you go in and you go this way or this way?
Yeah.
If you go this way, you can get to the cafeteria.
No, if you go in, see you on my side.
See, that's because you're looking at me
you on
from
my side.
Yeah.
So if I'm going in, this is the cafeteria is this way.
Exactly.
The office
that's your left and your right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I'm talking about
this way.
Yeah.
To
you
my
would be
left.
going this way.
Okay.
And all the way down. That bathroom that's all the way in the back.
Oh, that sit by the corner.
Whenever I used to use that bad boy, I used to feel like it was somebody standing behind me. And I never used the stall. I think that is one of my reasons I can't, poop in public places. Like, I can't. I just won't.
You know what's crazy? It's like, I could go into a building, and I know right away, if I don't feel right, something is wrong. Like, if I have to feel uncomfortable going into a bathroom, something ain't right.
Yeah, something. And
that's how I draw most of my where most of my energy be coming from. Like when I start hearing stuff.
Tyler's house. Tyler's house was haunted down in his basement. Tyler's house, that shed that I showed you that time. Mm-hmm. That shed was haunted. She kept it locked.
They kept all that food?
Yeah, she kept it locked. And I can't. Part of you want to say she kept it locked because she had a freezer full of meats and all sorts of
that's what you said.
fast food heat up stuff, and it was just frozen. You know what I'm talking about? Like all your TV dinners. Like she literally had a big ass freeze. You could tell it was a refrigerator, right? But you could tell that somebody had tinkered with this refrigerator because they removed the middle part. That blocks freezer from fridge.
No, she could have had a
ice chest.
Ice chest.
But it was you could tell it wasn't an old kind.
Yeah, they still make that.
It was a pretty one. You could open it up. It was like a big ass refrigerator, but once you opened it up, all you could see was like Hot Pockets and Hungry Man dinners, and them shit's just sticking out the ice.
And she knows she get that discount. For all I know, she was taking it because she worked that Rite Aid. So
and every time we used to go in there, like, and when I used to look in there, it was just this old car that was sitting in there, and I felt like it was a girl who had been. It was like an old, like one of them old riding along in my automobile type cars. Like I could feel like even if he had bought it, used, it was something behind his energy. Like the dad energy, because their dad was like never really around. He drove trucks.
He died, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, he may have. I believe so.
No, you said that Tyler dad died.
Yeah. Okay. So, he had an energy like he would come and go because he was a truck driver, so he would be there. He wouldn't. And I felt like that car. It wasn't like a. What am I trying to say? It wasn't like a the kind that don't have no top. It was a truck, but one of the old time, like the Forrest Gump truck where they was trying to run them down. It was like that. And I felt like there was a girl, who had been like killed, and I don't know how she died.
Like, what if he did it because at the end of the day he was a truck driver?
It wasn't his energy. It was another. This person's energy wasn't their dad energy. Like that's my thing. I think that's another reason why it's hard for me to be friends with people. Because when I first meet you, immediately I'm not listening to the words that's coming out of your mouth. You can say all the good shit that you want to say to me. Like you could say the best of things that would make a person, like you could know me in and out and say things that would make me want to be your friend. But the moment I feel one inconsistency in your energy, I'm not with it. I will know, like you're not a good friend.
See, I can't read off people's energy. They have to really show me like that when it comes to meeting people. Like I know I've met people where I just feel like they're not a good person. But like the most for me is I have to, like, if I'm stepping foot in something, like wherever I step foot in, I'll do it. If I have to do it, I'll go through it. I'll like go to the place, like say it's a store or anything. But I have been in plenty of places where I felt very uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable in Rose Hill.
Okay, let me throw out some names to you. Rose Hill being one of them. I don't like the Boys and Girls Club bathroom.
I don't like the Boys and Girls Club bathroom. I feel like something went on in there.
The Head Start Boys and Girls.
I don't like either bathroom. I don't like any of them. I don't like Rose Hill, period. I don't like Rose Hill, period.
Is the front part of Rose Hill that you can walk through where I used to go to karate.
I don't like that either. I don't like that either.
Not down the stairs where karate
creepy
is,
shit went
but
on.
up the stairs. Like I don't know if it's somebody like an old lady. It's an older lady's energy.
Yo, in the bathroom, I feel a man. His energy is not.
It's very consuming. Like
and it's almost like he's watching you. Like hurry up.
You. Yeah, like, he's not malicious or mean.
Yeah, he's a janitor.
He's just ready for you to go because he got business to do. Yeah. I felt that the last time I walked out there by myself and I had no water. So, like, you know, that's the first part you come to. So my dumb ass, knowing that I never liked this bathroom, I ran up in there and I'm standing there at the faucet. Mind you, I hate these faucets because it's the old kind. And then when you turn it on, the fucking water ain't got no class. It just spurt out at you all ghetto. And it's like, I don't even know if I want to drink this fast water. I like my water to pour out dainty. This is rough. It just gushed out, and I'm standing there filling up my bottle, and the whole time I'm thinking, "Oh my God, who's on my back?" But you know how you say it in your head because you don't want to make you don't ever want to make a scene when you know it's something watching you,
right?
Because I feel like that immediately gives you just what you need to manifest,
right?
If you can manifest, that's how you would have came to me. I feel like you was trying to gauge me, see what I could give you, and then you'd pop up. No.
See, no, I don't give it the time because I don't stay at
I'll get the hell out of here.
I don't like it. I don't like the back. I don't like where you eat at.
I don't like the part.
I don't like the part because
and not the whole part. The part that's when you come in that gate, not the back gate, the front gate. You know the part they lock now.
Yeah, I'm
come
cool
in there,
right there.
And you go this way, that house that's right there with the trees.
Yeah.
Something happened in the house. I never liked it. Even when I was a child, the dog would just sit outside and bark for hours.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like back there where it's. I don't like any of those houses.
I didn't like our backyard when we lived in Simon's Garden.
I don't like that, and I don't like. I don't like. Now the crazy part, McDonald's bathroom, I feel comfortable.
It's a comfortable bathroom. Weird.
It is. And
Weird.
The whole McDonald's.
The bathroom that we had when we lived at the hotel, at the Super Lodge.
You ain't like that bathroom?
It was a girl died in that tub. She was a prostitute, I believe. She was probably overdosed.
Say don't do that.
Like that's how it be happening to me. I'm not even gonna hold you, and I most of the time don't say anything because I don't want you to look at me like what kind of. That's some morbid, crazy shit you say.
I wouldn't do that.
Because one of the times we walked remember we stayed in 2 different rooms. We stayed in the back room. That's the girl I felt like OD. Like, because it happened in flashes, but I don't be knowing if it's me doing it or if it's what it really is. That's my problem. Like, if I get a flash or something and I see something, I'll sit down and I'll tell myself, like, you probably just making that shit up as, like, an imaginative person. Because, you know, I do have a big imagination. Mm-hmm. So I be feeling like, you probably just putting that in your head and it ain't really there. All the while, I'm still feeling it. So in the back one, I felt like it was a prostitute who OD'd in the bathtub and she drowned. Then remember, we lived in the front one. Mm-hmm. I felt like in the front one, there was a prostitute who was killed in that bathroom. Because I remember when we first moved, when we first walked in there, and I opened it up. You know that's the joint. I opened it up, and it was like in my head. We don't live in no
hotel, no more people.
In my head, I put it in my head like I could imagine the walls had blood on them. And you know, you don't want to dwell on that shit because you don't want to feel like you're the psycho. Because it's like, where is this coming from? I'm not morbid. I'm not into death.
Right.
But I remember it was like, I imagined it was like blood all over the walls and she was just laying in the tub, all cut up. Not into pieces, but like tortured, like badly hurt.
Wow.
And it wasn't like a new age prostitute.
It's an older
It was almost like she hadn't really died in that tub. That was just how I put it in my head. But she was in the hotel room. Because I didn't really feel her in the bathroom. You remember I would go in the bathroom, I sang. I felt her in the space. You know how when you get out of the bed, it was that space that connect the bathroom and the place where you can hang up your jackets and the 2 zincs. And the microwave was here in the little refrigerator.
Okay.
I felt like she was in that space. That's where she was staying at night when we would sleep.
You know which one I don't like? The one we was at when our house had our toilet had clogged up and the tub had clogged up.
That one was haunted. You don't remember the lady? That girl straight up told you point blank. And she told us before we told her what we saw. Remember we saw that dark shadow go across the wall?
That's the one I'm going to tell you. That's the one.
Yeah.
That I felt like
it was haunted.
So I don't remember the story though. Yeah. I just remember I didn't like it. We was all
sitting there laying in that bed. Everything was fine. I can't remember who said it. Did y'all see that? But we all agreed that we saw it, and we all said what we saw. A shadow went like through the wall. 2 days later, we talking to the girl who lived next door, and she was like, somehow you know us. You talk to us long enough, we're going to get into the subject of ghosts because that's another qualification.
Which one you talking about? That big lady?
No, the white lady. She was.
I'm not talking about her.
You talking about the older one?
You talking about when the house was getting renovated? No, you talking about before we even moved in there. It wasn't ready yet. I'm talking about the one when we were already moved in there and the toilet in the tub had overflowed with the septic tank. And they put us in a motel.
Are you talking about the motel that's behind the Save-A-Lot?
No, I'm talking about in Newcastle.
You're talking about
the Motel 6. Motel 6.
Oh, okay.
When we was in the back there.
The back there.
Yeah.
Behind. I didn't like that anyway, but that's that park that does that.
Oh, yeah.
That's that park that's giving you that.
I didn't like that. But no, tell me about the one. Oh, yeah. You talking about when the house was getting renovated. Yeah. And the lady was next door and was like, yeah, the house is home. She said she be hearing stuff, seeing stuff.
She said like 2 days ago when it was late and I could hear you guys watching TV. And 2 days ago, I saw a tall black shadow walk right out of y'all wall and into my room.
Yes, that's what.
She told the whole thing.
That's what creeped us out. Okay? I said the lighter.
And I knew for sure, you got to put more in there. And I knew for sure she wasn't tripping because I saw the shadow. I didn't see a tall shadow man. I'd have seen a shadow man after what I saw. We'd been getting out of there that night.
No. Oh, yeah, she did say that. But the crazy part is he wasn't malevolent.
Malevolent.
Yeah. Malevolent. He wasn't malevolent. Because I didn't feel no bad vibe.
I could take a bath by myself.
I could go in there to that bathroom.
I was in there for hours by myself, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't that because I've been in there by myself. He wasn't bad.
But my thing is, I don't care if you're good or bad. You don't have to show yourself at all. But then again, that begs the question. I don't think they always do. You get relaxed. It probably take energy to remain hidden from people who can see that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So as soon as they just get relaxed, thinking, oh, they regular, they could just come in your line of sight.
You know what else creeped me out? Super fresh bathroom.
Okay, now remember at the beginning when we first started talking about this and I said I'm going to shoot out a few places? Until my dumb ass ADHD started cutting up, that was the first place I was going to say. Super fresh bathroom, how did you feel about it? Hated it. To this day, hate it.
Super fresh bathroom.
And it's not the bathroom.
It made me feel
It's the back there that I don't like.
It's something
the warehouse
back there, like somebody died.
Yeah.
Like it's just a sad
He was crushed.
feeling. Somebody was crushed. I feel like it used to be something else. Somebody got hurt.
Yep.
Because it's just a down feeling every time you go there.
Every time.
And I don't like walking up certain aisles.
The Pathmark bathroom of the old Pathmark. Didn't like it.
Oh, I didn't like that either. I don't like Save-A-Lot bathroom. Any of them.
No, that's filthy.
Especially the one. It's just some
Big Lots bathroom.
I don't like walking in some parts of the mall.
And I've stolen out of Big Lots, and and that was the thing that scared me the most because Big Lots bathroom to me had that bad energy. It just didn't feel good. And I'm trying to quickly stuff my charger.
Oh, the Big Lots bathroom, I ain't had no problem with that.
I did. It felt awkward. It felt like a man was in there. He was watching. Look at this thief, judging me.
Let me tell you about this time.
God.
When I worked at Blockbuster.
So Chi-Chi's was haunted. Bang.
I ain't really
as was that Blockbuster. All the way in the back. I'm seeing it now. That's how I love my memory. It plays a picture before my face. All the way in the back. Remember how the wall was when you would come in, you had all the tapes and all that crap?
Yeah.
And then if you went farther in, the counters was up here. Right. I need you to think back because you know.
I know how. I used
okay, so the counters was all up here. That's where you would pay. And then they had more videos up against the back, the farthest back wall, and it went all the way down, and then right at the end there was a door.
That's the door to the office and bathroom.
That whole row was fine until you got right in the back, right next to that door, and then it felt like the whole building shrunk.
Yeah, it's like when you used to go to the bathroom, it just felt real tight. Like it felt like it was closing in.
Mm-hmm. But Outreach's bathroom.
One day
the boy and the girl.
I was working at Blockbuster, and you know how I used to open.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to get. Oh my God! When I tell y'all, back in my day, I'm sad to say.
Blockbuster's dead.
I used to get Blockbuster.
Okay.
We had all the movies, all the DVD, all the VHS
collections.
Like I'm telling you, every day I had all the newest CDs.
And it wasn't not one movie that
all the candy and popcorn. I used to come in there because I would open, so I would just stuff my book bag with all sorts of stuff, movies, and I would go and I was the one who had to put people movies back and take the movies that had been returned. And if I liked it, I'd keep it. And so they just get blamed for the return, and it's not in our yeah, I used to do some crazy shit. But anyway, I used to get them. And then so one morning I came and I went to open, and I was opening, and I was stacking it. Now this time I was actually doing what I was supposed to be doing, putting everything back, all the return movies, and calling people whose movies wasn't returned yet. So all of a sudden, I'm hearing like stuff fall. So I'm thinking, oh my God, man, why didn't I stack right? I'm thinking I'm tripping. Like I didn't put the movies up right. Because you know they had to stand up.
Yeah.
So they were just falling over. So I'm thinking I must have put him too close to the edge or something. That's the first thing I thought. So I went back there, I was picking him up, and I'm telling you, I felt like this cold brush of wind behind my neck, and I'm the only one in there. So I stack the movies up, I look around, I go back up to the front, because I need to be closer to the door, because I don't like the way I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. So I'm up there by the door, and the same movies in the same spot just fall over.
Oh, no.
I take my ass out, and I wait until customers start coming. So when the customers started coming, I went in. Every time a customer left out, I left out until somebody came in there with me. To the girl that was supposed to work with me came. I was so scared. I told her, me and her was so shook to our... Like, during the day, more people come in. Yeah. They different shifts. So by the time I'm ready to get off anyway, it's about maybe 5-6 more people in there.
Yeah, so you was okay.
Yeah. But man,
you know what? That's what I love about you. Perseverance, even in the face of fear. Because I don't know if you had your boss's number, but he would have got called, and I would have told him that he gonna find the store open and unwashed when he get there. So you better put a rush on it, because I'm out of this bitch now.
Hold up, I don't like my mom bathroom. I ain't like my mom's house.
No, I don't like my mom's bathroom. You had the mom bathroom. You had to
I don't like the way that
force
mirror right
yourself
there,
to grow
every
accustomed.
time that mirror when I'm on the toilet, I never look up because I feel like I'm gonna see something with the door
shut. In the mirror.
I don't like going to the sink because it's mirrors everywhere. Mm-hmm. So like,
I'm not a mirror person.
I'm not either.
When I finally have my house, my mansion, my furniture, I don't want not one mirror. Not a one. If you want to see yourself, get in your fucking car and check it.
No, I ain't with that. I want a mirror in my bathroom.
Not me. For what? So old Mary can stare at me while I brush my teeth?
That's crazy. Now you don't want no mirror. That's awkward.
Call it what you want. This is my home. I don't have to. I know a bitch built all sorts of stairways that led to nowhere, trying to avoid ghosts, huh?
Oh, guys, we're going to Myrtle's Plantation. Me and Walter has decided to go to Myrtle's Plantation and go live on the pod. And we're going to stay in the Cocoa House.
No, we ain't, because it's just me and you. So we're in the General Bradford house.
I'm not leaving my Cocoa.
Oh, then I don't want to go. I told you I don't want these kids with me. They muck up the energy.
No, they don't muck it up because
It got to be me and you because we have to drop into that zone.
I don't want to see nothing.
That we go into where we like somehow our energies connect.
And that is really real,
and then
guys.
we fall silent, and not 13 seconds after we fall silent.
I don't care.
The nonsense.
Like, I don't care what it is that me and Walter do. If we're like somewhere, I don't care where we're at. If we're somewhere and it's just me and him, and we on some crazy stuff,
we focus
like
on
some creepy stuff. If we
as soon as we fall into that same focus, I think your wavelength got to find mine. Because as soon as we drop into it, it's like a movie. It feels like everything goes in slow motion.
Yeah, because let me tell you about this one time we were in the backyard, and I was crying about my dad because I was sad.
Constantly boo-hooing.
I know, I was sad about my dad. We was at my family home, and I was crying in the backyard talking about my dad, and I was just asking questions, and I was smoking a cigarette with me and Walter, and I was just like, if you see me. If you or my grandpop see me, give me a sign.
And I don't want y'all to think this was, I don't mean to cut you off. I don't want y'all to think this is when I was this age. This happened when I was like 10, 13.
Yeah, so I was like, if y'all see me, can y'all give me a sign? Let me know y'all there. So me and Walter got quiet. And we just started staring off into the distance.
Yes, staring off. Our gaze never actually goes anywhere. You just let it fall where it may.
It just gets dead silent.
Mm-hmm.
And when that
seemed like
happened,
the wind stopped blowing.
As soon as that happened, the wind stopped blowing. When I tell you,
then it kicked the fuck up hard.
It started.
So you knew something in the atmosphere.
And then
changed.
so now we standing there like, oh my god, it's getting really cold. But we still determined.
Refusing to move like we the shit.
We need more.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
a gust of wind could be anything, guys.
All of a sudden, these two cats jumped the fence.
And this is no coincidence. At the exact same time. And that wasn't the part that they jumped up there at the same time. That's here nor there. It's the fact that you got up on that perch, froze for more than enough time, looked at us and kept eye contact. Two
cats kept
looked at us for like a minute while the wind is twirling the fuck around like we the Mayfair witches and shit. Okay, I was feeling it. Yes.
And I was like, oh my god. And they was just staring at us, staring at them.
Yup.
And then they just dropped back down
And ran off into the night.
I was
in
like,
the wind.
no, I actually didn't hear them run. When they dropped down, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't even hear them.
They did. That was the thing. They did not cross.
I didn't hear no gate.
They did not cross because in my mind, I'm remembering them running across the backyard and over Hakeem's. But now that I think about it, they did just let their paws go and drop back down.
I didn't hear no feet running. I didn't hear nothing.
It wasn't any. And right after they were going, the wind
stopped and we ran.
We turned around trying to push past each other to get in that
damn house. I was like,
that was too much.
And I remember the time we was laying in the bed and the noise we heard the tiger. Like it's every time me and you are really focused. Like
that one was an accident. That one with the lion, that was an accident. I was way young then.
Yeah.
We weren't even trying. I think that's when the ability was just manifesting. It was telling you right there. But it ain't like we use it. It ain't like we give people that.
No, we did use it that one night.
That was a choice we made. And I didn't say, okay, I got something for you. It felt powerful.
I'm never doing that. It did.
Now that I think about it felt powerful.
It almost feels like one of the witches.
Like we had an ability. And we wasn't trying to, we're not trying to explore that. I felt like we need to explore that. Because that was, you could say that maybe it was heightened because it was Halloween. But I don't think it had anything to do with Halloween. No. I think at any given time, if we really try, I don't want to see what the world beholds. I don't want to behold its splendors.
Yo, you want to do the pie with a Ouija?
No, I don't. Because I just explained to the people that there's something wrong with us. That whenever we try... But that's the one thing they act gay when it's just me and you.
Because I don't know if you're doing it and you keep saying I'm doing it.
And that's the problem. We need to get out of that.